Yippee-ki-yay, another episode coming your way. It's the Ball Knowers back, episode 10. How are we doing today, Ben?
We're doing great today. Couple announcements before we get going.
Yeah?
No one bought the shirt.
Okay.
I'm not sure anyone stayed to the end. No one bought the shirt.
We're giving them one more week?
I say we give it away.
All right, let's give it away.
We're doing a shirt giveaway, Ball Knowers shirt. Neither of us have it on, unfortunately. It's as cool as you would imagine.
It's white shirt with our logo.
With our logo. That's it.
And it's comfy as can be.
It's comfy, yeah. And we're giving it away. In order to win this giveaway, you have to comment on this YouTube video.
This specific video, wow.
This video. And what should they have to comment?
Comment, I want the shirt, exclamation point.
I want the shirt, exclamation point, word for word.
Word for word, I want the shirt. Because if you got to show that you want the shirt, because we were selling them for $30.
Yeah.
And now we're giving it away for free.
Giving it away. We're hoping to sell some more after.
Correct. We got it. Yeah.
But
this is a one-time offer.
One-time thing.
If you want the shirt, tell us.
Limited edition shirt. Some other announcements. More of a normal episode this week because we filmed one last week, so we don't have a lot to cover. And lastly, to follow the TikTok, ballknowers.pod on TikTok. Some great content there.
Yeah, we got shorts coming out now on
Shorts,
YouTube.
yeah.
So this is
We're figuring it out.
We're starting to get the ball rolling a little bit. And this episode, we're going to review last week. I got something to talk about college football playoff related, and then we're going to play a couple games and do some picks. And then what do you got for basketball?
For basketball, we're just going to talk about some stuff. Well, you'll see when we get there. Just some news going on around basketball, and then we're going to do a couple games, some games we've seen before, but different versions, I guess.
I like that.
Of course, we'll get into our picks at the end. Rivalry week for college football.
It's the best week in football.
Feast week for college basketball.
And it's the best week in basketball.
Yeah.
Outside of playoffs for both sports, I think this is the best college sports week.
It might be.
Combined,
two and two together.
I think it is the best week for college sports.
And it was hard for me to just choose 10 basketball games to pick this week because of how loaded the schedule is.
And it was hard for me making my choices for football because rivalry week, anything can happen.
Anything can happen in rivalry.
I picked a couple upsets, but it's like, I don't know, should I have picked those teams?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
It's going to be fun. But going back to last week football, I only got two games that I really care to talk about. Oregon handles USC and looks like maybe a championship contender. We think so, or
I think so.
Their
offense
is
that
really
game proved it to me.
Yeah, and USC probably out.
Yeah, USC's done because
again raising the question, what would have happened if they didn't schedule Notre Dame? And to that we won't know.
Yeah, because 10-2 is a little different than 9-3.
Yeah, so
I like where Oregon's sitting though for sure.
Yeah,
I mean
they looked good.
I don't know where they'll be college football ranking, but 5 or 6.
I guess 5
probably.
or 6. Yeah.
So they should be hosting a game.
Yes, and they're tough to beat at home, so that'd be huge for them.
Yeah, especially because a lot of teams come from the east, and you got to travel all the way out west.
Yeah.
But
then
offense was rolling.
Yeah.
Offense was rolling.
And then Pittsburgh beats Georgia Tech, and this is a conference game for them, so they actually tried.
They tried,
and
you could tell.
And you could tell, yeah. And there was a situation they were up by 1 score. Georgia Tech was on third and goal, got to go tie it up, and they get pick 6.
Yeah,
and that's the game right there. And Georgia Tech, that might be the season for them.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as playoff hopes,
playoff hopes are definitely done because they can't play for the ACC championship now.
Yeah,
there's only 3 teams in the race, I think.
Is it Pittsburgh, Virginia, and SMU?
SMU, Miami might be sort of, but long shot.
I think they had to be an at-large.
Really, they do. Okay, so it might really just be those 3.
Yeah,
and Georgia Tech. I feel like you could see all season long, the fraudulent nature of that team.
With the squeaking out wins versus bad teams
it's a little
it was concerning.
A field goal to beat 1-10 Boston College.
Absolutely,
and that's concerning. And
I
picked Pitt last week. I'm really proud of that pick.
Yeah, that was the one game I missed. I could have been the first.
Yeah, you should have rolled with me there.
I know.
I did miss a couple others though, so Zach's got a 2-game lead on me now, but.
But if there's ever a week to bounce back, it's a rivalry game versus
I
Georgia.
might just have to pick different from you maybe every time, see what happens.
I like that. So Georgia Tech, you think they beat Georgia?
I don't know.
Okay. Even with a win over Georgia, you think there's no chance?
They'll still be 10-2 with losses to NC State and Pitt.
Yeah. But wins over. Honestly, Georgia would be their only good win, really.
I didn't even think about that. Probably not.
Yeah.
Really, because you gotta. Yeah, it's probably not. I
But
doubt they do it.
Yeah, I doubt they do too. And then that's it for football week in review. Do you want to do basketball now or?
Let's keep it rolling with football.
All right, let's keep rolling. Well, all I had to
for
say,
those that want to skip to the basketball part or just watch the football part.
Yeah. So let's keep rolling with football. And the question I have is, what about? You mentioned earlier that you say ACC might be a two-bid league.
Mm-hmm.
Two-bid league.
I did say that weeks ago.
What are we thinking about the chances of them being a zero-bid league?
It
is possible.
More possible than two-bid. Maybe.
I think they're both definitely possible.
They're both possible. I'd say most likely one bid.
I honestly forgot that it's the 4 highest ranked conference champions.
Yeah.
And that it's not like an automatic ACC.
No, because Boise State got the bye last year. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what conference you're. It's just they kind of assume it's going to be
exactly.
Power 4 conferences.
It's something to think about with the way they've been.
The way that ACC's been beating each other up this year. I can see it happening. So what I saw is 11-1 James Madison, which I guess would be 12-1, and then 12-1 North Texas, and then you'd have 9-3 or 10-3 SMU. Who do you put in? Because SMU
toss up.
Yeah. SMU would have that win over Virginia, but they have 3 losses.
3 losses versus teams with just
they also have the win over Miami.
But then it's like James Madison, they played an ACC team and lost by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And it's not even a top ACC team.
Yeah. I don't see it happening where we get 2 group of 5 teams in over.
Yeah.
No, 0 ACC teams.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And if I was in the ACC, the ACC
that'd be
commissioner,
so bad for the conference.
I'd be really mad because they left Florida State out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The 4-team playoff, and then if this would happen.
Yeah, no.
I don't see it happening, but what I could see more likely is still that 2-bid because of Miami.
Miami's getting in there with the 2 losses they have now.
They could, because the teams you look at with 2 losses that have a chance are Notre Dame, Alabama, and Miami.
Yeah.
And Miami beat Notre Dame.
So I'm saying if it might come down to Miami versus Notre Dame, but Notre Dame's looked better throughout the entire rest of the season.
They have.
But then lost the head-to-head. So depends on how much you put into head-to-head.
And if they take into account where the game was, because that
was
at Miami.
I view it as neutral side Notre Dame wins. But
yes, they still beat them. But Notre Dame's best wins USC. Alabama's beat Georgia. Miami's beat Notre Dame. Those are looking a little better, but Miami and Alabama got the worst losses. We'll see what they do there.
Yeah,
I think there might be room for maybe 2 of them, is what it's looking like. And then BYU teams as well.
BYU, I would,
a 2-loss BYU.
It'll
play out here in the next couple weeks, but
we'll see. Again, every game is just so important.
Yeah, because Miami will only have 1 game left. BYU will have 2. Notre Dame will have 1. Alabama, I'm not sure. 1 or 2.
We'll get to it later, but Bama's got no freebie this week on the road versus the rival.
Definitely not.
All right, so we're going to do a little game, and we've done it before. It's called Don't Speak Until You Hear Blank. So the first round, we're going to do Don't Speak Until You Hear a Championship Contender. So this is a team that you think has a legitimate chance of winning the national championship in college football, all right? But don't speak until
this isn't like comparing. It's just name.
No, I'm naming a team, and if you don't think they can win at all, don't say anything.
All right.
James Madison, SMU, Virginia, Michigan, Vanderbilt, Alabama.
I think they could.
Really?
I think they could.
You think Alabama can win a national championship?
I think they can.
I don't see it.
Because I think they can get hot, and we saw them win at Georgia. I think that shows that
but
they
can't
beat
run
any
the
team.
ball.
They can't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they can't.
I just don't think they're complete enough.
I don't think they're not complete, but I think they could get hot and win one.
Okay.
I'd put them in a top 5 or 6 most likely.
Wow. So do you think, and the teams I had listed after them, do you think they have a better chance than Ole Miss?
Yes.
I think so too. Mainly because of the coaching problem.
Yes. No, Ole Miss, I don't think there's any chance now with what's going on.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll have a coach.
Yeah, they might not have a coach.
I think he's going to leave before the playoffs. And then Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. I think they do. Texas Tech hasn't seen enough so far this year, in my opinion.
I agree. And then Oregon and Georgia. Would you say they both have a chance?
I'd say they have a little bit better chance than Oregon. Worse chance than Georgia.
Okay. I like that.
And then, I'd put them with Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Bama, and Notre Dame.
Being the top 5?
5 most likely teams I see raising the trophy.
I think
in January.
Ohio State, Indiana, Notre Dame, Georgia. I think it's gonna be one of those 4 teams.
One of those 4. I agree. Throwing in Bama. They might have to play a road game though, first game.
Yeah,
if they win that, then it's like they're rolling.
I just think I don't know. I don't see them beating 3 playoff teams without being able to run the ball.
Yeah,
we'll see. I think they got the quarterback to do it. They got a good coach and a good defense. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Next up, this guy has been hot commodity in the college football world. All the talk has been about Lane Kiffin.
Where do you think Lane Kiffin's going?
LSU. I think he's going to
LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the Florida talks have kind of dumbed down a little bit.
Really?
And it's more. I'm seeing more LSU more than anything now.
Yeah, I thought a couple weeks ago it'd be LSU because I just think that's such a good job.
Yeah,
and
I mean it's one of the better jobs I think you get in the country.
I agree, and yeah, I think he'll take it here in a couple weeks. But for this game, I don't want you to speak until you hear a better coach than Lane Kiffin. This being, if you were to start a team right now, or say you're LSU, would you hire this person over Lane Kiffin?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Starting with
every single coach just wanted to come play.
Correct. You can pick any one of these coaches. Sharon Moore of Michigan, Mario Cristobal of Miami, Lincoln Riley of USC, Steve Sarkisian of Texas, Marcus Freeman of Notre Dame, Dan Lanning of Oregon, Ryan Day of Ohio State, Kirby Smart of Georgia.
I'll stop at Kirby Smart.
Wow. You think if you're LSU, you're taking Kiffin over Ryan Day and Dan Lanning?
I am, yeah. I think Kiffin's done more with less than those two guys.
I think, yeah.
You put Kiffin at Ohio State, I think they're winning the national championship.
I think
no offense to Ryan Day.
He's
done a fine job.
I would say it's still like the verdict's out on Ryan Day, just as like a coach himself. Like Ohio State, the program
is
so elite. Yeah. Like they were winning championships before him, and then he comes in and continues that. So we don't really know.
It's not necessarily he brought them there like guys like Smart, Kiffin.
Yeah.
Dan Lanning.
I think Dan Lanning's great.
Sort of.
Because
Sort of with Oregon, but I think Ole Miss he just kind of brought them up and.
For sure, and he's fun.
And I think
coaches
that come from Saban are great.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to hire a coach, I'm looking at some Saban assistants.
Yeah, and I don't see a world where Lane Kiffin goes to LSU and isn't successful.
I don't either. Yeah. Just the upgrade of resources I want him to kind of stay at Ole Miss, but it's unlikely.
Doesn't seem like it's happening. I always would want people to stay, but I think it's gonna be fun.
I can't, as much as I like him, Kirby Smart, though, I think he's the best coach in the country. Not that Georgia was just at the complete bottom, but the way he's brought them to, like, the most, I'd say, them and Ohio State are the most elite and consistent programs over the past, maybe, I'll say 10-ish years.
And I think
it's a little
Georgia's
less.
success is more due to Kirby Smart than Ohio State's is to Ryan.
That's
Day.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
I could see Lane Kiffin having an impact like that at LSU. The same impact Kirby Smart had at Georgia. Maybe win a national championship.
And I think he can stay there a while. He's young.
One of the crazy things I feel like college football is there's so many there's like a very little amount of coaches right now who have a national championship in their resume.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart with a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Dabo Swinney with a couple. Yeah. Ryan Day with the one. Is that it?
And I'm trying to think of recent. Harbaugh left.
Harbaugh left, yeah. Saban's gone.
Saban retired. Yeah, there. That's a lot. Very few coaches have. None of the ones on this list outside of Ryan Day and Kirby Smart.
I think there's just 3 coaches in college football. I might be wrong, but I think that there might only be 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
We'll see if another one gets added this year.
Yeah.
It's a good chance no.
Yeah, there is. With Ohio State and Georgia being
2 of the top 3 teams in my opinion. Yeah.
Unlikely there. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you know who we totally forgot about?
Who?
Texas A&M.
I forgot about A&M.
I totally forgot, but I don't really view them as contenders. I don't think their defense is good enough. I don't think you can shoot out your way to a national championship.
I'm gonna put them in my 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd put them in the tier of Oregon. Where it's like probably not.
Probably not, but maybe. Unlikely.
Yeah. I said there was a clear. What I have top 4.
You had 4. Yeah.
I think Oregon and A&M would be 5 and 6.
Okay. Yeah.
In my last rankings, I've had them at 6.
A&M.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get they're undefeated. I get it. I think there's 5 teams better than them.
Yeah. There might be.
And we'll see what they do.
They've had a weird season. A weird undefeated season.
Yeah, it's been about as questionable of an undefeated season as you can have.
Yeah.
And especially in the SEC.
Yeah.
But they go at Texas this week, who's solid. So this is their first big game in a while.
And Arch is starting to play well.
He was cooking.
So,
yeah.
We'll see what happens there.
Speaking of that game, we can just get into previewing these games. First game on the list, we got Georgia at Georgia Tech. We talked about this briefly. You think Georgia Tech has any real shot of winning at home? Well, we're not making our picks, but we're
not making our picks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to show what I'm picking.
Yeah, but last year this game was in 8 overtimes?
Yeah. That's what makes me think anything is possible here.
Yeah, and it's a lot of returners from that Georgia Tech team that did that. Mainly their quarterback.
I think Georgia Tech can play well enough. I think they can also get blown out in this one because just kind of the way what they've shown this year.
Recently it's been bad, but
I think they can compete in the trenches maybe here.
Yeah.
And
it's at home.
That'll help.
And their coach, I remember last year him saying, I just hate Georgia so much.
Yeah.
I hate them so much. He just kept saying that. He wants nothing more in his entire life to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's something, I don't know. There's something to that.
Yeah. I love rivalry because anything can happen. And some of these teams really just hate each other.
There's just so much hatred.
And
I don't know if Georgia hates Georgia Tech nearly as much as Georgia Tech hates Georgia.
Which I say that's kind of the case for maybe a lot of rivalries where one team's a lot better than the other.
Yeah. But sometimes that can be played to their advantage of they're not taking it as seriously maybe.
Yeah.
As far as a rivalry.
Yeah. This game I think it could go either way, but Georgia is one of our national championship contenders.
Yeah, but
they also
they're on upset watch.
They got a lot to play for here. This is definitely upset watch, as most rivalry games really are.
Yeah. A&M at Texas. I don't know much about the hatred that these teams have for each other. Is this one of the?
I mean I know it's a rivalry. I wouldn't call it one of the biggest.
If A&M wins, are they planting a flag on that field? You think is it?
I don't know if it's that big because I mean I look at Texas. And their biggest rival is Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I know
who would A&M is this A&M's biggest rival?
I think this is A&M's biggest rival still.
Yeah.
But
so this
I'm not an A&M fan. I might be mistaken there. Maybe you guys hate someone more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's a big game, and it's two good teams. And the verdict's still, like, I get there and the verdict's still out on A&M, I think.
win here, the verdict's in on them.
As far as championship
means
contender,
anything.
yeah. But then they'll still, yeah. And then if they lose, are they still in the SEC championship?
If they lose, I don't
Or
know.
what-
I don't know
I
how the
don't know.
SEC's turning out.
Yeah.
I know.
That would put them at
Yeah.
one loss. Bama's got
One loss.
One loss.
Ole Miss,
Georgia's-
one loss. Georgia, one loss.
yeah, a lot of one-loss teams. So
I don't know how the SEC's turning out. I know how all the other ones are turning out except the SEC.
yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot at stake here. Indiana, Purdue. I mean,
lot at stake here.
this is our rivalry,
This is our rivalry.
and I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be freezing. I'm very excited. Last year didn't go so well, but it's a lot better Purdue team.
Yeah, it might not look like it, but as someone who has watched every game the past 2 years, this is a lot better Purdue team with a lot less talent, and I think that means a little something. Kurt Signetti even said this is a better Purdue team than last year.
Yeah.
Anything can happen to an extent.
We'll see. I think it's 28 points spread.
I don't know who Purdue's going to play at quarterback.
Maybe that's an advantage.
It could be an advantage.
We'll see.
Maybe Signetti's got to prepare for 2 or 3 guys. We don't know what's going on there, but this Purdue team shows a lot more heart than last year.
That's what Signetti kept saying in his.
Yeah.
He said they fight. There's no give up in this team.
That's
last
true.
year I thought there was give up.
A lot of give up last year.
Yeah.
I feel like with both the players and staff, there's
Yeah.
no give up this year. We're 2-8 and we're waving flags on the sidelines down a touchdown like
Yeah.
we're in the game. And
I mean, that's how you lose 66-0
Mhm.
is when you give up down 21.
yes, exactly. And
That's what happened. And
but this Purdue team just has no talent, to be honest. And I think that's something we'll work on, but
Yeah.
for now we don't have it, and IU's a lot more talented. So,
But-
a clear gap there.
rivalry on the road, it's gonna be fun.
I mean, kind of. This will be on the road, but
We'll see.
It'll
yeah.
be red.
Arizona at Arizona State. Arizona's I think 7-3, or or 8-3.
Yeah, not bad.
They're a lot better than expected.
For sure.
But
There's
it's
been
at
some good
Arizona
Arizona
State.
teams in the past. Who's that quarterback they had? Do you remember?
Well, the quarterback they still have has been there forever.
What? Really?
Noah Fafita.
Oh, he's still there?
He's still there.
Still there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes me think they got a chance.
Yeah. He's this tiny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's quick. He's kind of like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
But
I didn't
he's
know he
fun.
was still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
But Arizona State, they're ranked I think 25.
Mm-hmm. Sam Levitt's done though, right?
Yeah, he's done.
That's interesting. They can still run the ball though. They can run the ball.
Yeah, it'll be a good, fun
Good
rivalry.
team. I love Kenny Dillingham.
Great coach.
Who says he's staying, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miami at Pittsburgh. Big ACC game.
Big
here.
game.
I don't
yeah.
think is this a rivalry? I don't think it is.
No, I don't know why. This
Miami's
is
rival is
necessarily a
Florida,
game.
right?
Yeah,
And they've
I
already
guess
played.
Miami's is Florida. Yeah, this is not a rivalry game, but this is a big game for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be in the snow.
That plays in the Pittsburgh's favor for sure.
Exactly. So
Yeah. That's the thing with some of the new conference. I mean, this has been ACC forever,
Mhm.
but some new conference realignments, you get some teams that don't like the snow playing in the snow.
typically Miami teams, college or professional,
Yeah.
really struggle in
Yeah.
bad weather, in cold weather.
With the ACC though, it's always been like this because the Atlantic coast is huge, but
Yeah.
which they kind of make sense geographically, other than they got Cal and Stanford. So
Yeah.
this will be. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be in the snow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, 'cause this is a big game for Pittsburgh because if they lose, they can't
They
play
won't.
an ACC championship, obviously. But
Yeah.
Miami, they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. They have to win all as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Big game.
interesting. Vanderbilt, Tennessee, a big in-state rivalry,
Yeah, this will be
and
fun.
both teams are kind of rolling. Both teams only
Yeah.
have 2 losses.
Tennessee's got 2
I
losses.
think they've lost to Georgia, and who else? Do you want to look it up?
Yeah, I can look it up. Tennessee.
Oh, 3 losses. Okay,
3 losses.
so
It's still 3 losses.
Still,
I
yeah.
think they have more.
No,
They
yeah.
lost to Bama, Oklahoma,
that's right.
and
yeah.
Georgia, which, I mean, whatever there.
I mean, 9-3 in the
Those are
SEC is
tough
still
games.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this would be big for them. And then
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, they have how many?
They got 2 losses.
Okay, so they could go 10-2 and get in the playoffs.
They
with a win
really
here.
could. Wow. I didn't even think about the implications of this game.
Yeah. So if they win,
this is at Tennessee though.
Correct, and that's a hard place to play.
Hard place to play.
And
you
then
think shootout here? You think a shootout?
I mean, it certainly was when Georgia came to town.
Yeah.
I think this would be high scoring.
And then Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mixed with Pavia, I think this could be a shootout.
Alabama at Auburn. Auburn started their 5-star freshman quarterback last week. I don't know if that's going to continue.
Yeah.
This would be a tough second game for him, but it's home game, and there's a lot of hatred in this rivalry.
For sure. We've seen some crazy things happen
in this rivalry. Yes.
Like the kick six.
Yeah.
Or the
Jalen
Milroe play to the back corner of the end zone.
This rivalry is really fun.
This was fun because I feel like it doesn't really matter how bad Auburn is because Bama's always good.
Yeah.
I feel like Auburn can always put up a fight.
And they've been putting up fights all year.
They've been doing it all year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Auburn is coachless.
Yeah, which sometimes goes well.
It's normally like the week after.
It's usually the week after.
I realize.
Yeah, no, very much.
But it's still a rivalry. I think this will be close no matter what.
It's be a good game. And then lastly, the game. the team up north versus the number 1 team in the land. Last year, we viewed it as a huge talent gap at home. No chance.
It was a talent gap.
No, it was. At home, most talented team in the country. Michigan, bad year. No chance they win. They come in to Ohio State and beat them.
With Davis Warren at quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. This year, Michigan is like a top 15 team in the country quietly. It's at Michigan, and Ohio State remains the number 1 team in the country. This is a huge game, and I think either team can win it.
I do. One thing with Ohio State, though, they obviously won the national championship last year, but I think this team's better.
Yeah,
this team seems better.
I think defensively they're better,
and offensively they
retained
a lot of important stuff. And
I think their run game is better. Worse.
Definitely.
The quarterback.
I mean, they don't have Travion Henderson
and Quinshon Judkins. He's doing really good now too.
Yeah, 2 starting running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, they don't have that.
But
we'll see if that costs them because
offensively, but I think overall
a better team. But I think Michigan is more improved than Ohio State.
Yeah, Michigan is,
and just the change of venues.
Yeah, that'll be huge. One thing I think though is the way Michigan beat Ohio State last year.
They're not going to allow that to happen again.
Because Ohio State's a little better in that area. In my opinion.
And also the way Ohio State approached that game was like in a way in which they're trying to beat Michigan at their own game, kind of.
Yeah.
Like just refusal to like spread it out and throw it. And they had one drive I remember going into the half where they actually just threw the ball down the field and they scored easily.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this game's over. They figured it out. And then they came back second half and just tried to punch it up the middle time and time again, and it didn't work. So I think their approach this year will be a lot different, a lot better. And
their defense this year can withstand a game like that a little better.
I agree too. It's gonna be Bryce Underwood's gonna have a really hard time versus this defense.
What a test for him.
Yeah, but it's at home, which helps a lot.
All right, so last week college basketball,
I'll give you my pick at the end of the episode, so stay tuned.
One team I want to talk about.
That's it.
All right, we'll get into basketball. Is Arizona.
Oh my.
Yeah, they have. You can't argue this because a lot of teams haven't had the opportunity even.
Correct.
But they have the best resume so far in college basketball.
I think by far.
They have 3 wins against ranked teams away from home.
They won against last year's national champions, the year before's national champions on the road.
Yeah.
And then who was the third?
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah. Which they didn't look great in the UCLA game, in my opinion. But
no, but UCLA is good.
Yes. The thing with Arizona is they definitely have the best resume. I don't think they're one of the best teams necessarily, but you got to put them there for now.
Okay.
I think they do have a little bit of some clear flaws but I think they can be fixed because they haven't been able to shoot very well this year. There's been multiple games where they hit like 2 threes.
Yeah.
They decided to shoot a lot against UCLA.
Yeah.
That didn't work, but
they
Braden Burries is shot bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can come around,
Yeah.
but beating beating UConn on the road with hitting 2 threes is crazy.
I know, and
Part of that
they
means
hit 2 threes against Florida as well.
I would say part of that to me is like wait until they do start hitting threes.
Yeah.
But also it's
Part of
it's
it's like,
concerning.
can they?
Yeah, exactly. Can
I
they?
look at their starters, and it's like Jaden Bradley.
Not a great
not
shooter.
necessarily. And
Kobe won't take them.
Karchinov, there are 3. It looks ugly.
Krivas,
Krivas,
not good.
he can step it out. Don't prefer it.
Yeah.
But,
The only guy would be Burries and
Delorso. And then I guess Aristod off the bench, but shooting's not necessarily there, and it's shown.
Yeah.
But they've been able to win without shooting well, and I think they kind of know what they're good at. They stick to it.
Yeah.
It's good.
UConn
though, obviously missing 2 starters that game. Tars Reed and Braylon Mullins. Still an unbelievable win, and they're not going to look at that come Selection Sunday.
Yeah,
and be like,
exactly.
well, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's going to be a road win against UConn, who's probably going to be one of the better teams in the country. Another team this week, kind of on the bad side of things, Kentucky. What's going on with Kentucky?
I mean, this is a team, and I get that it was a scrimmage, but the way they looked at versus Purdue, I was like, well, this is going to be a really good team.
Yeah.
And I think their fans thought that too.
Mm-hmm. Though they definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Jasper Johnson was unconscious. I haven't seen him hit a 3 this year.
My goodness, yeah. I thought he was going to be a stud.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done a thing in real games.
Mm-hmm.
Always been a disappointment.
Always been a disappointment. Their front court has struggled.
Yeah.
Mo Diabate can't buy a bucket from 3, which I know he shot a high percentage last year, but if you can see that happen, him not shooting well this year, I mean, he's not a great shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And then their centers have struggled. They're missing Jaden Quainton still. They could use him back.
That's a thing where like he might change a lot.
He could change a lot.
Because he was one of the top transfers in the country.
Yeah, but they go into Michigan State and they get pummeled.
Yeah.
By not a very talented Michigan State team.
By a Michigan State team that came and shoot.
But they did hit like 11 threes on Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird Kentucky. So we had a TikTok follower ask us for a Kentucky breakdown.
Mm.
So obviously Kentucky's missing Jalond Lowe and Jaden Quaintance, but they're off to a bad start with losses to Michigan State and Louisville.
Yeah.
But
I see them turning it around.
I can see them turning around. I've heard they have the most depth. Kentucky fans thought they have the most depth in the country.
Yeah.
Coming into the year, I don't know about that.
Well,
it hasn't shown.
That's supposed to be like when guys get injured,
Yeah.
we can still win, and that hasn't been the case.
It hasn't happened. The depth is not as good as we thought.
Yeah.
And they can turn around. I like what Denzel Aberdeen's done. He can be their on the ball defender, but he can also lead them in scoring.
Yeah.
Some nights. I think Owe a lot to improve there. I think he's kind of getting adjusted to the new system, sort of similar system, but new guys, I guess.
Yeah.
And I love what I've seen from Colin Chandler. They're calling him Aaron Mormon because he came from BYU.
Aaron Mormon
Came straight off a Mormon mission trip and played his first game at Kentucky.
Wow.
So he's very athletic. He's been shooting well.
Yeah.
Mark Pope says he does the little things better than anybody on the team, which I would agree with. And they got a lot of other pieces. They got Malachi Moreno, freshman. He's done okay. I think Quaintance will.
He was another guy I thought was going to be really good after that Purdue scrimmage.
I did as well.
Yeah.
He's been okay. And then I think Jalond Lowe, I don't know. Like he keeps dislocating his shoulder. I know that's an injury that just keeps like compounding on itself.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna go there. I'd love to see him back because they need a point guard. They don't really have a point guard. That's something they could use. But that's all we got for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Something I want to talk about is Wake Forest's buzzer beater against Memphis. Did you see that at all?
Yes. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
They
Wake Forest been kind of rolling.
In a way, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because they got 2 losses, but they like really hung with Michigan and Texas Tech.
Yeah. More so, Miles Colvin's been rolling.
Miles Colvin has been rolling. I love to see him thriving on
Yeah.
a different team because it wasn't working out at Purdue.
Yeah.
And so Memphis is up, I want to say 2. So Doug McDaniel's shooting a free throw, up one with about a second left, and he makes it. And then Wake Forest gets to call a timeout, I think, and they draw up a play where they subbed some guy in who hasn't been in all game or like played all year just to throw the football pass. He throws the football pass perfectly right into the hands of Spillers from Wake Forest. He tosses it back to Colvin, and Colvin shoots a 3, and they win. They did it all in like a second.
Yeah, that's
insane play. Bryce Drew level play from Valparaiso in the tournament.
Yeah.
However many years ago.
It's a good pull.
Great play. But I saw Memphis fans like Doug McDaniel should have missed the free throw. Because if he misses the free throw, so they're up 1. He misses the free throw, they got like 1 second. And they just have to full court heave it.
Yeah, they can't run it.
They can't run a play.
No, I would agree with Memphis fans on that.
Yeah. I think missing the free throw was the play there. And then once they ran that play, we had the Memphis guy just was like jogging as Colvin beat him to the spot for the open shot. Memphis kind of blew that one away in a way, but I'd love to see that game winner. A lot of Purdue fans and the Bahamas there, and they were chanting Colvin's name, and he talked about it after the game. I thought it was great to see.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Bama won at Illinois. That was impressive.
It's a good win
at Illinois.
Yeah.
They have 2 great wins now because they got at Illinois and
then in New York
at St. John's. So they have 2.
I thought it wasn't it wasn't on campus.
It's not. St. John's never plays on campus, so it's
Okay.
considered a home game when it's in Madison Square Garden. But so they have 2 wins against ranked teams away from home, both on the road. That'll travel, and they look great. Phelan took over the game with, I don't know how many minutes left, but they couldn't stop him. Butler and Clemson won their little tourneys. You're not a Butler guy
Not
for a multitude of reasons.
But hey, they proved me wrong.
They got done.
Yeah.
They were kind of sneaky, like maybe that 3rd best team in the Big East.
Yeah.
Kind of turning it around here from what they've been in the past couple of years. Clemson got some good wins. Won some tournament, the Children's Classic or something, and then this was a fun fact that I saw. I thought this was interesting. So, Virginia has 2 freshmen that are some of their better players.
Mm-hmm.
Chance Mallory and Tice DeRitter. Chance Mallory is 5'9", like 170.
Wow.
He's like a couple miles from campus. He's from right there, and he's like 19 years old. Tice DeRitter is like 6'10", 250. He's from Belgium, 2,000 something miles away, and he's 23.
Wow.
So just the difference of freshmen.
That's
there
ridiculous.
It's just kind of ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
Thought that was kind of funny. Some of their better players. They did lose to Butler in the championship there. Darren Peterson. I want to talk about Darren Peterson.
Let's talk about him.
What are your thoughts on him? He's just not playing. He didn't play against.
Yeah, how hurt is he?
It's just some hamstring injury.
So
he didn't play against Duke, and he's not playing this week in the Players Era tournament.
At all.
Gosh,
that's frustrating. I mean, I don't know what's going on, obviously, but it's just frustrating as a fan because he's one of the.
I was really excited to watch him.
Yeah, he's one
especially this week.
Maybe the most guy other than maybe DeBonsa, as far as like I'm so excited to watch this person.
I was very excited to watch him versus Duke. Very excited to watch him in the Players Era. He's not playing.
The one time I did get to watch him, he lived up to expectations versus UNC, even though they lost. So it's just really frustrating.
Yeah. It's kind of giving me Shaden Sharp, Jalen Johnson vibes.
Just not really playing.
He's not going to play.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen.
He's trying to, because his draft stock is like he could sit out all year and go top 3.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, and I don't want it to.
No, that'd be extremely disappointing. And Kansas is very reliant on him. They will not be good. if he's hurt for an extended period of time, I think.
I would agree. They really rely on him. They played Duke. They played him kind of close, but they just needed someone to like do something off the bounce a little more, and they could have used that. Could have used him. I think that game is a lot closer with Peterson, obviously. But last thing I want to talk about here is Purdue. They win the Baja Mar. They beat Memphis, and then they beat Texas Tech. They go on a 31-3 run against Texas Tech.
That's ridiculous.
And what I noticed is that game they would either shoot a three, they'd either hit it, or they'd get the offensive rebounds.
It's just the rebounding is what scares me the most. It's just much improved.
It's so hard to keep. So you got Clough, maybe like one of the hardest 5 men to keep off the glass in the country. And then you got Trakoff and Rim, probably the hardest 4 man to keep off the glass in the country.
Yeah,
it's so hard to rebound, and they got really good shooters with Lawyer, Cox, and Smith in that starting lineup, and then Myers shooting.
It'd be interesting to see how Purdue does against a team that like matches up with them better size wise.
Yeah,
because I don't know.
Bama sort of.
Bama, they're not like a physical team.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
bigs, but they did definitely size wise.
Yeah, I'm more of like physicality. The Michigan States, Michigans of the world. Like Big Ten play would be more interesting. I think Texas Tech, JT Toppin. I don't know if physical is the word.
Yeah.
Like a physical rebounder, not necessarily. No. And clearly that game wasn't a good matchup for them at all.
No, it was a 30-point game or so. It was close for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. No.
Oscar Clough has played so well this year. Definitely lived up to those expectations to where I know he's ranked pretty high in the transfer portal rankings. He's kind of lived up to it. He put up 15 and 15 against Texas Tech with 7 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's monster numbers.
He's low-key got some hops. He can get up there and throw some 2-hand dunks down. But that's really all that happened this week.
Yeah.
I got a couple games we'll get into right now. Like we did for football, I got the don't talk until you hear someone better than. So I'm going to start with freshmen. Don't talk until you're a better freshman than Coapete.
Okay.
He's had a great year.
Yeah.
I kind of start pretty low and work my way up. Trent Sicily. JJ Mandequit. Hannes Steinbach. Tice DeRitter. Darius Adams. David Mirkovic. Kingston Flemings.
I'd stop you there.
You're stopping?
A little more consistent.
Yeah.
And the way he played against, was it Auburn?
Auburn.
I think he had, 28, 25, something like that?
Yeah, he had 18 in the first half. Yeah. I don't know what happened after, but...
Coapete, I was super high on going in the season, and then the way he played against Florida, maybe even higher, and then kind of hasn't done that since. Yeah. So... Yeah. Flemings, but it's close. Who'd you have after?
I had... I don't know if you heard of this guy. I've hardly heard of him, but he needs to be heard about more.
From Virginia Tech?
No. Obuka Okori from Stanford. He's averaging like 25 as a freshman.
I don't know about him.
Yeah. And then I had Caleb Wilson, AJ Debanza, Cameron Boozer.
Okay.
So I was expecting Fleming's to Caleb Wilson range is when we'd stop.
Yeah, Caleb Wilson's also been more consistent.
Yeah. And Kingston Fleming's kind of really controlled that game against Auburn.
Yeah.
Kind of, because they were like, who's going to replace LJ Cryer?
Where would
they got it. They got it.
I forget his name. From Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Where would he fall, you think?
I'd say a little lower than Coapete. He had a very good game against Providence.
Yeah.
He's not played to that level since. He kind of reminds me of Ayor Dimon from last year.
Okay.
He's kind of that level.
Yeah. But he can shoot.
He can shoot a little better. Yeah. Probably not as good as the playmaking aspect.
Okay.
He kind of reminds me of that. He's at that level.
Yeah. So first rounder?
I think with his size and everything. Next game, same thing. This time, same things you did for football as well.
Oh, cool.
Contender. So just talk when you hear a contender.
Okay.
I start here with Mississippi Valley State. Wake Forest. Nebraska. Ohio State. Kansas. NC State. Kentucky. Michigan. Florida. Illinois. UConn.
Yeah, I think they can win it.
Yeah.
Illinois, too young, I think.
Yeah.
Who else did I pass on?
Pass on Michigan and
Michigan.
Florida. They've showed some early struggles.
Florida,
I was interested to what you'd show there.
Xavier Lee, awful.
and
horrible
start for
It's
Xavier.
horrible defensive backcourt, but we expected him to make up for that with his offense.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't.
And he sucks
Hasn't.
offensively also. So
Yeah.
they're not good enough.
Mhm.
Michigan, they're
Shooting
just,
and turnovers.
Yeah, they're just not good enough to win a championship.
Yeah.
At least they haven't shown that at all.
Yeah. I was thinking the Michigan to UConn range is where we'd stop.
UConn
for sure.
Yeah,
but
they're good right now, and they have injuries.
Yeah,
So I think
and
fully healthy
they
can
got
do
a
it.
coach with 2 national championships.
Yeah.
So
Can't
they
count
can
out
do it.
early.
Yeah. So that's that game. So if you guys recall, I don't know how many weeks it was, but we did a mascot madness.
Okay.
There's a lot more teams to do for basketball because there's so many. There's like 200 something more teams.
You gonna test me again?
So I'm testing them.
Bro, I did not even. I'm not too good.
With some teams that have had some good starts.
Oh boy.
To the season, kind of quietly.
How many do I have? Is it another
Just 10.
10? Okay.
10.
What's your prediction for what I go here? Last time I think I was 6 of 10.
I think you get.
You're gonna make it
5.
impossible.
I think you
Okay.
get 5. First one I'm gonna start with here is this team has had a great start to the season. This is Utah State. They have a football team.
Utah State, yes. Can you give me the letter?
A.
Aggies?
Aggies.
Aggies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I was relying on the letter, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll give you half or full.
I'd prefer full.
Okay, I'll give you full.
Yeah.
Not gonna let it happen again.
All right, that's fine.
Another team with a great start of the season. They hit a buzzer beater against UC Irvine. This is Northern Iowa.
Ooh.
They've had some fun March Madness moments.
Northern Iowa. I'm gonna guess something weird here.
Yeah.
Are they the Jackrabbits?
No, that's South Dakota State.
South Dakota State.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a bad guess. Similar area.
They
were. You got another guess?
I can't have a letter.
P.
Penguins came to mind. No, it's not that.
Not the Penguins. It's the Panthers.
They're the Panthers.
Panthers.
Oh, it's not the Penguins. No way. Okay.
Sticking in the Missouri Valley.
Gosh.
Another great start to the season. Undefeated. Belmont. I almost said it. Belmont.
I've been to Belmont.
You have.
On a visit.
This is why I was thinking maybe this one was possible.
Bears?
I'll give you another guess because you're close.
Bearcats? What? Give me a letter.
B.
Dang it. Belmont.
You're seeing the logo. Are you seeing the logo? Or no? Because
Belmont. No, what is it?
It's Bruins.
Bruins.
This logo's a bear.
That is a bear.
It's a bear. And it's close, but no. This team.
Bruins.
I think this team's gonna be really good this year. St. Louis.
Oh, the Billikens.
Billikens.
Yeah.
There you go. That one came easy.
Yeah, because that's weird.
Yeah. That's a weird one. I was hoping no one might trip you up, and then I tell you Billikens, and you're like,
like, what's that? Yeah.
All right. This team undefeated. One of the 2 undefeated teams in the Big East. Seton Hall.
They're is it just Pirates?
It's Pirates.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if it's a weird name for pirate. Okay.
3 for 5. Good start. This team, also undefeated out of the A-10. They won a tournament game a couple years ago. Richmond.
Spiders?
Yes. Spiders. 4 for 6. All right, this one's fun. See if you're paying attention on Thursday.
Oh boy.
Lindenwood played IU on Thursday.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. What is it?
You can take a guess.
I'll take a guess. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
They're the Lions.
Lions. I was not paying enough attention. Lindenwood Lions.
Okay, 3 left. I feel like that you'll easily get this one.
Okay.
Wake Forest. They had the buzzer beater.
Yeah, Demon Dinkins.
Demon Deacons. 5 for 8. 2 more. This team had a horrible start. They did just beat West Virginia out of the Big East. Xavier.
What?
This one's kind of tricky, I feel like.
Why am I blanking? Musketeers.
Musketeers. Yeah. 6 for 9. Already beat what I thought you'd get.
Let's go.
This one has a football team. They're undefeated so far in basketball. Had a good week against LSU in football. We got the Western.
Hilltoppers.
Hilltoppers.
Come on now.
7 for 10.
I'll take 7 for 10.
Yeah, that was better than I thought. I didn't think you'd get St. Louis or Richmond.
Okay.
And you did.
Richmond's been in the tournament a few times, I feel like. Enough to have heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Northern Iowa, I just wasn't going to get that.
Yeah. I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
7 for 10. That's pretty good.
We'll take it.
All right, so preview of this week. It's obviously Feast Week. The headline of Feast Week this year is the Players Era Festival, they call it. And there's 18 teams in the Players Era tournament this year. We have Alabama, Auburn, Baylor, Creighton, Gonzaga, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas, Maryland, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oregon, Rutgers, San Diego State, St. John's, Syracuse, UNLV, and Tennessee.
Wow. That's
loaded. And they play so many games. This is like, I almost view it as like March Madness in November in a way, with the amount of games they play here. Each team plays 2 games of, I'd call it like a pool play. And they just randomize, they play 2 of these teams, and then they'll play like a third game to see which place they get. So.
Oh, so there's no bracket at all.
There's no bracket. It's kind of confusing. It kind of reminds me of like the in-season tournament of the NBA. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah.
Cool. I'll know who wins it. You know?
Yeah. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just disappointed in general that the Maui tournament isn't as fun this year, because that's always like a great part of Feast Week.
Yeah. We got NC State and Seton Hall and USC in the Maui, but it's just not very loaded.
And Texas, maybe?
Texas as well, yeah. It's not as loaded as usual, but this Players Era is loaded. It seems like everyone wants to play in this because you get a lot of money for playing in it. And I've heard like a lot of teams don't really want to do Maui and Bahamas anymore because it can throw your team off like time-wise, and it costs money, and
really
it's just kind of like,
so where is this being held?
Inconvenient. This is in Vegas.
Okay.
I think where they played the Arizona-Florida game. I think it's in that venue there, and they just have a lot of games running. And as much as I loved Maui and all the other stuff, I think this is great in a way, and I just wish that this and Maui could coexist.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't think that's much of a possibility, and it seems like everyone wants to be in this. But this should produce some good games. Some of the games we got are St. John's versus Iowa State. We'll be picking later. 2 great teams: Gonzaga, Bama, Kansas, Notre Dame, Creighton, Baylor, Auburn versus Oregon, Tennessee versus Houston, Michigan versus Auburn. Just a lot of ranked matchups.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 other games later this week that aren't being played in the Players Era Festival. This is UNC versus Michigan State. Arkansas.
Is that on campus?
This is in Florida.
Oh,
UNC versus Michigan State. I don't know why. And then Arkansas versus Duke, which I couldn't figure out where that game was. I'm guessing it's just at Duke. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. And then Illinois versus UConn in Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Sort of home game for UConn.
It's a lot of ranked matchups.
It's a great week of college basketball, and there's so many games we can't pick because there's so many games like we don't know who's gonna play who. So there's gonna be more games in this, probably some better games in this. And Feast Week always delivers. I think it will again this week. So we get straight into the picks here. First game.
Speed running
the picks.
All right. You got us for basketball?
I got basketball. Zach is 46. Wait, no, that's football.
We're both.
Zach's 13-7. I'm 12-8.
Okay.
So far, and we got 10 games this week. Start here. We got the Johnnies taking on Iowa State in Vegas.
I'm going with the Johnnies.
You got the
I think
Johnnies?
Patino gets the boys rolling.
I agree with you there. Give me St. John's. Get back on track. Gonzaga versus Bama. Again in Vegas. First 7 games are in Vegas.
Okay. Gonzaga's looked dominant.
They have.
And I think they continue that and beat Bama.
I think Gonzaga hits their first wall. Bama.
Okay.
Roll Tide. Kansas versus Notre Dame.
I got Kansas, even though they're shorthanded.
Mhm.
I'm not super high on Notre Dame.
Yeah, I got Kansas in a close one. I think Florey's a little too much inside. Creighton versus Baylor.
I'm going with Baylor. I think they're a little better at this point. Creighton didn't look good early.
No, Creighton's going. I feel like they're going through a little bit right now. I like Baylor as well. Auburn versus Oregon.
Auburn almost beat Houston, and coach didn't like moral victories.
Keyshawn Hall, I think, is questionable. I'll give you that.
I'm still going with Auburn.
Still going with Auburn. I am as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Similar picks so far.
Yeah.
Tennessee versus Houston, 2 grinded out teams. Elite 8 rematch.
Oh
last
yeah,
year.
this is fun. Gotta go with Houston though.
I like Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, I love Tennessee this year. I think they give Houston their first loss.
Okay.
Michigan versus Auburn, last players error game we're picking.
I think we're both pretty low on Michigan to this point, so I'm gonna go Auburn here.
I'm gonna go Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, I think their size is a little too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprising.
So in Florida, UNC versus Michigan State.
I'll go with UNC. I think Caleb Wilson is too much for Michigan State.
I like Michigan State. No Seth Trimble. Might
Yeah.
play a factor there, but I don't think UNC is deep enough to play a physical game against Michigan State.
I can see, yeah.
Arkansas versus Duke. Don't know where this one's at. I'm guessing Duke.
Yeah, I mean, Arkansas nearly lost to Winthrop.
They did.
So I'm going to go with Duke.
Yeah, I look at it. Arkansas nearly lost to Winthrop. Mike Woodson nearly lost to Winthrop.
Yeah, that's
give me,
it.
give me Duke no matter where it's at. Illinois versus UConn at Madison Square Garden. Which team bounces back from last week?
I think UConn, yes, I think they're contenders, but still a little injured at this point, so I'm going to go with Illinois.
Yeah. I like UConn. Illinois still figuring some things out with Tomislav Ivasic and Mihajlo Petrovic. Hard to say there, but
they got Stojakovic.
UConn. They got Stojakovic and Mirkovic.
It's ridiculous.
So, give me UConn. That's all for basketball. You can lead us straight into football.
Let's get into football picks. Rivalry week, best week in all of regular season college football. We'll start us off. Georgia. This is 4 Friday games. This one Friday at 3:30. Georgia at Georgia Tech. This is an 8 overtime game last year. Who you got?
No overtimes this year. Georgia wins in regulation.
I would agree with that. I'm going with the Bulldogs. This one, Texas A&M at Texas.
I like A&M here. Prove that they're contenders.
I would agree. Texas hasn't really had a complete game against a good team this year.
That's true.
Indiana at Purdue. This is going to be in the freezing cold Friday night.
That's going to benefit Purdue for some reason, and Purdue wins.
Wow. I'm going to not agree with that. I'm going with the Hoosiers by a lot. Arizona at Arizona State.
I'm feeling another upset here. I like Arizona.
I like Arizona.
No Sam Levitt.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Arizona State.
Okay.
Now we move to Saturday. Miami at Pittsburgh. It's going to be probably snowing in this one.
That's why I picked Pittsburgh to upset last week. I got to roll with my guys here.
Okay.
Give me the Panthers.
I'm going to, even though it's in the snow, I think Miami grinds this one out.
Okay.
Vanderbilt at Tennessee. Vandy wins and maybe makes the playoffs with a win.
I think Tennessee wins in a shootout.
I like that. I'm going with Tennessee as well. It's a hard place to play.
Yeah.
Alabama at Auburn, Saturday night.
I do want to pick Auburn, but I was hyping up Bama a little too much earlier. Give me Bama.
Okay, I'm going with Auburn, upset here.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the best regular season game in all of college football, I think.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Last year was a huge upset out of nowhere. This year would be another big upset, but it's at home for Michigan and a much improved team.
Give me the Ohio State University to win.
By how much?
By a touchdown.
Okay. I am going with the team up north. Give me the Wolverines to upset.
Okay. We're both picking some upsets here.
Yeah. I think rivalry week is all about upsets.
Yeah. I love the variety of what we picked. So
Yeah.
this will get
This
interesting.
should be a lot of fun. We'll see who comes out on
some,
top.
I need something to swing my way here.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for today's episode. If you made it to this point, then you probably liked it. So be sure to leave a thumbs up. And don't forget, comment, I want that shirt. Exclamation mark.
Yeah, don't forget
if
that.
you really want it. And we'll give it out to you. First comment, or we're just going to...
Well, however many people comment, we'll put the names in a hat.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll reveal the next episode who wins it. And yeah.
We'll get it to you somehow.
That's right. Be sure to follow us on TikTok and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And everyone have a great Thanksgiving week.